50,000 plus new jobs coming into our region by the end of 2019, there are lots of resources for seekers and employers. Hi, I'm Kylie, Rowe, Vice President of Relocation at Dickson Realty. Here with us today is Nancy McCormick, the Senior Vice President of Business Retention, Expansion, and Workforce at the Economic Development Authority of Western Nevada. Well, Nancy, thank you for coming in the studio today.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
All right, so let's jump off with, what is your job at EDAWN? What do you do? What are you responsible for?
So I'm the Senior Vice President of Retention, Expansion, and Workforce Development. So I'm really responsible for supporting the existing companies that are already here, the new companies that are coming into the region, as well as implementing a workforce development plan for the region to make sure that we have the people in order to fill those open positions that are being created in the area.
This is one of the most important jobs in our region right now, and I think a lot of people have questions, what's going on with workforce? So when you look at all of the different jobs that have been created, what jobs are those?
So there's really a variety of jobs at all levels because of the diversity of the different types of companies that are coming here. So whether it's logistics and e-commerce and distribution, there's jobs in that field. There's also a lot of manufacturing jobs because we are becoming the advanced manufacturing hub of the West with Tesla, Panasonic, and so forth. And then, of course, there's jobs for professionals as well as executives. So there's a little bit of everything out there for seekers that are looking for opportunities.
That's wonderful. And now when we talk about the employer side, for example, I know that Truckee Meadows Community College and the other community college in the area are great resources for employers. What do employers need to know about how they can connect with them?
Well, they're really the right place to go for support because they have such a variety of programs, and many of the jobs that are being created are jobs that do not require a full four-year degree. So it's very important for employers to post positions on their sites, for them to work closely to develop curriculum to make sure that they're meeting their needs, for them to participate in the career fairs in order to access the students that are coming out of these programs, and really develop partners with the community college in order to make sure that they're getting the stream of workers from that source that they really need to be getting.
Well, I love that there is such a strong public-private partnership going on. I think that it's been critical for this economic growth. So in regard to employers, we talked about that. Now, if we're talking about seekers, and what about those seekers who do have a four-year degree or are coming with professional degrees? What are the best tips for those people? I mean, do we have jobs in that professional degree level for them, and where do they go to find them?
One is to really connect with the staffing companies that have recruiting arms to them, like the applied companies here in town, and make sure they know about the fact that they're seeking work. We also have a primary company list at EDAWN on edawn.org under the existing business section that gives seekers an idea of all the different types of companies that are here. We also have the Reno.org website that not only has information about the community for those that might not be here already, but also has a who's hiring section, which connects out ultimately to Indeed, which has a lot of great opportunities posted there. And then, of course, networking is really important, right, and being active on social media. There's lots of networking opportunities because we're such a small community still, such as NCET, such as the Chamber, the WIN organization, and seekers are welcome to join us at EDAWN events as well.
So Nancy, what other things do you think anyone in the community might need to understand about business expansion, retention, and workforce development in Northern Nevada?
Sure. So first, just like in real estate where they have buyer's market and seller's markets, this is really a seeker's market. So I think seekers have an advantage because there are lots of opportunities across the board, both public sector and private sector, for jobs. Secondly, I would say that employers need to make sure that they're doing everything possible to create the sort of culture to retain the employees that they do have. And this includes making sure that their compensation plans and their benefit plans are comparable to their peers. And they also need to make sure that people can easily find them and their job opportunities. So on their career pages, they need to be very prominent. They need to be able to be accessed very easily, and especially optimized for mobility, because the millennials are really using their mobile devices in order to find these jobs. And they really need to make sure that they're marketing to employees and prospective employees as much as they're marketing to their actual customers in order to be competitive and be able to find the people that they're seeking.
Well, that's another really great set of tips. And before we wrap up, is there anything else that you want to add?
Sure. I think it's great news that Nevada as a state has gone from last to first in terms of job growth, and Governor Sandoval is very proud of that. So that's great progress, and I would say that in Northern Nevada we have 52,400 new jobs that are being created by 2019, and one has your name on it.
That is amazing. You have a wealth of knowledge. We're so lucky to have you. Thank you for coming in today and sharing the information.
Thanks so much for having me.
Great to have you.